Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a live unboxing. This is Chris. No, actually, I'm not Chris the Batman statue collector. I am the JND hater tonight because maybe we can switch that tagline a little bit after tonight. We'll see. But anyway, this is the live unboxing of my first ever Dark Knight 1/3 scale hyper-real statue from JND Studios. And the reason why I am unboxing this one is because there was a seller that was selling not only the Dark Knight, but also this one. And so I'm going to give a cheap plug for this. This is supposed to arrive on Monday. And so chances are I will do a live unboxing either Monday or Tuesday, depending on if it's late or not. But 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, the same exact time as this show. So again, I have Batman tonight, Catwoman maybe Monday. And the whole reason why I got these was because I was really impressed with the JND Studios Bane. And I thought, why not just bite the bullet, and add it to my collection. I've had a chance to see this one before in person. And I thought it was awesome. And that was thanks to Todd at Spec Fiction. He let me borrow one for a minute, that and the Mira, and I was able to review those. And so it was really cool to be able to finally see one in person. And I will agree with what a lot of other people say, and that is they do not photograph very well and they do not video very well. For whatever reason, the silicone is a little bit hard to capture. And so I still, have my qualms about certain pieces, whether it's from Sideshow or J&D or, Prime One or whoever. I try to voice my opinion on those things, usually in hopefully a constructive light. But anyway, I'm excited to unbox this with you guys tonight. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. And yeah, hell is frozen over here on the Batman Statue Collector channel. So let me say hello to some folks as you guys start rolling in. We got John in the house. Evening, Chris. Thank you for being here. We've got Theodore. Evening, BSC. Looking forward to seeing this in the collection. Me too. I do have the Queen Studios piece, which I actually still really like. But I thought it would look, really good to have the three kind of the same with the similar bases. And so I am selling the Queen Studios, $800 if anybody is interested in picking up this piece that's been in the Batcave for a while. But it is the Queen Studios 3rd scale Batman. CNSS84. Hey, Chris and everyone just dropping a like. Hey, I really appreciate that. If anybody that's in here, there's 35, 43, actually just went up to 43 guys. 2 minutes in, 3 minutes in, please hit the like button. That does help us out, and it helps other collectors find the live content. Hello. Thank you very much, Knight. Hunter Burke. Hey, it's nice to see you. We got Mike Stainbrook, member for 49 freaking months. Mike, you've been around for a really long time. Can't thank you enough, as always, my friend. Let's J&D eyes. Yep, I became a member of a J&D group this week, and everybody was like, "Oh, the J&D hater is here." It's crazy. Greetings. Afternoon. All too late for more coffee? No, I was going to say I had my coffee this morning. It's still got a little ice in it in my cooler here, but probably won't have any more coffee until the morning. 4Cube 1 of 2, we got good evening to you. Thank you very much. And again, thank you to all of these guys and gals right here. Thank you to all of our members. You guys are all incredible. Thank you very much. So very much. Oh my God, I actually made it for a BSC stream. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that very much as well. Hey, Chris, finally some J&D Korean love. There you go. Thank you very much. And that's Cobra Edits. It's great to have Board Cube 1 or 2 as always. Hello from K Mags 24. Chris, thanks, bud. Thank you very much. What's more satisfying, unboxing a new piece or boxing up a piece that has been for sale for a long time? Well, that is a really good question. I think a little bit of both. Sometimes, people sell things because they want to fund something new, and that is exciting in itself. And so I'm right there with you. I think they're kind of like neck and neck, really. That's a great point, really. Hey, we got Jimmy G, Godlike Statues. So we have a little super chat challenge. I think I'm trying to get 5 super chats tonight. If we do, I'm going to have a special Q&A session with a special guest here on the channel. So Jimmy G has already started us off with that challenge. And I don't know, it's on there somewhere. It says that there's a challenge. I don't know. So if anybody else wants to do a $5 super chat or more, that's awesome. Don't feel like you have to, but we have a little challenge tonight to see if we can get a special show on the channel. I don't need it. I don't need it. Jimmy G, you guys save for those other movie pieces you were saying, my friend, but this is a movie piece. So, it could happen, right? Or you could just buy my Queen Studios. See, you can just $800 is way cheaper than $2,000, right? Or $3,000 or whatever these things run for. Jimmy G is in the house. He is indeed. Absolutely. It's always great to have Jimmy from Godlike Statues. And again, thank you again so very much, Jimmy, for the super chat. That was very kind of you, my friend. Thank you very much. Congrats on your first JND. Thank you, Alan. Man, it's just crazy to think that after all these years, I finally have one. And it's crazy to me that one piece kind of pushed me in that direction. And I've said it for a really long time that there have been times where I've been critical about price point or face sculpts, and I'm going to still stay by those things. But I do feel like, and I've always said that J&D has phenomenal sculptors. I just don't always feel like they translate into the silicone. But again, a lot of that is because that's just what we see in videos and in photos, but in hand, it looks a lot different. So it is what it is. But in my opinion, I do think that J&D continues to get better. I just saw somebody post their Witcher Henry Cavill, looked phenomenal. And so I do feel like with each release, they get a little bit better. And I'm really excited to see what they do in the future. And again, they're doing the bank robber Joker, so I'm excited about that. So again, the Bane pushed me over the J&D edge, that's for sure. Can J&D pull off a comic piece? I don't know. I mean, I don't think that's something that they would be interested in at all. I think that they're interested in, just doing movie pieces, but I could be wrong. I don't know what their long-term goals are, but to date, that's what they've been doing is, they like to capture those likenesses, but I don't think you would need silicone for, a comic book piece, but who knows? Again, like I said, they have phenomenal sculptors at J&D. Whenever they do the actual sculpts, like I've always said that's top notch. Like they're always really good. Alan says, "Hey Jimmy, you do need it." We got the everyday collector in the house. Happy Friday. Congrats on the pickup. Appreciate it, Jonathan. Again, I just can't believe I actually have a J&D piece in hand. It's pretty crazy, but thank you very much. Bat Bunker looking sick as always. Thank you very much. Gunner Sooth 7. Thank you to everybody that watched the video earlier today about the podiums. I am thinking about getting rid of the podiums. A lot of people think it looks, and again, whenever I talk about these podiums, they're unfinished. I would do decorative fronts on all of these. But I understand that some people don't like the podiums. They feel like it's junky or it's too, but I always feel like I wanted to bring the art up close. So like whenever I am doing a live stream and things like that, you have something else to look at as well. But I'm probably most likely thinking about putting the movie pieces on this back row. And I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let me know what you guys think if you're in the live chat. Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much. We got Martini and Chains. Love that name. We got Daniel's Collectibles. Hi. J&D made a Guts from a manga series and sold out in minutes. That's awesome. So that's not movie, right? And also J&D is doing a 6 scale now as well. Kristen Logan in the house. Hey, Chris, watching on vacation in Emerald Isle, North Carolina. That's awesome. I hope you have a great vacation. I'm jealous. Everybody's saying hello to Jonathan. We got, Jonathan says, most likely won't be the last J&D. Catwoman looks gorgeous, and I'm waiting to see that penguin from Return. Did they tease a Returns penguin? I have not heard about that. Did they tease that? I might be in trouble if they do. But again, this coming Monday, guys, we got the other one, the JND Studios unboxing of the Catwoman. I bought Catwoman and Batman, again, in anticipation of their Bane coming. So, I definitely got the Catwoman coming. And, man, that penguin, I did not hear about that. Let me know if that's true. The J&D Bane is nice, but it's nicer but it's nice, but it is not. Is it nicer than a new Hot Toys Bane? I think so. I think it's really great. That's why I bought it. What's up? Thank you for being here, just watching. Kenneth Bird saying hi to everyone. Yes, sir. It's on. Ooh, I did not know about that. So, man, there's another couple $1,000s that I'm going to be spending apparently. Wow, that's awesome. I did not know that. I got you. Nostalgia game reviews. Got you. JND Penguin is coming, Chris. Well, there you go. That's pretty exciting. I did not have any idea about that they were doing a Penguin. Dark Side Collectible Studio, they premiered theirs, and I think it's going to be good. But I'm assuming J&D's is going to be phenomenal. That's really exciting. So anyway, I'm going to get the show started. Please continue to comment. I'll try to get back to you guys as we go. I might be a little slow. I've got a bad back tonight. Actually, it's been all week. I've been having trouble after vacation. Being on an airplane for nearly 13 hours has wrecked my body. I've been to the chiropractor twice this week and a massage, and I'm still not doing great. So bear with me tonight. I might be a little slow getting up and down. I might be a little bent over. But anyway, I want to thank you guys. We got 73 people watching, actually 75 right now. If you guys would do me a giant favor and hit the like button, that does help us out tremendously. Again, thank you very much, Jimmy, for starting us off on the Super Chat Challenge tonight. Really appreciate that. And away we go. All right, so you can see it's got a really nice large box. It's very nice. It's just all black, but it has the Batman Dark Knight logo in the top. It is quite heavy. I was actually surprised how heavy it is, considering it's just kind of a simplistic base with the statue. But I had forgotten how heavy it is. So let's go ahead and get into it, and we'll see what we all have here. This is awesome. So this one right here is 669 out of 900. Hopefully you guys can see that. You got Kojin there, and also Dae Kim. I don't know if I said that right. So anyway, that's that. Pretty awesome. It's got a nameplate. I don't know exactly what you would do with this. Does anybody display this if you're a J&D person? I don't know. Hey, Chris, your studio looks crazy good. Thank you very much, Tony Soprano. Appreciate that very much. Means a lot. Chris and Logan, smash, buddy. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you to anybody that smashed this thing. That's the first thing I do. Congrats on the J&D trio. Can't wait to see the Anne Catwoman unboxing. Any worries about the silicone over time? I have a controlled environment now. If I didn't add that DIY split in this space, it's really nice and cool in here. I've got it 74 degrees in here right now. It's in a basement, so it's really well controlled, and so I don't worry about the silicone. If it was still hot in here, which it was for a while, I would be concerned. But I don't really worry about that too much. Jim. Sorry, Jim. I don't know why it wouldn't let me select that. Hulk, smash that like button. Thank you. Chris, are we going to see the Batman Pattinson J&D statue? I'm really happy with my Blitzway. And so I don't see myself getting the J&D, but I wasn't expecting to get this one either. So who knows? Hey, we got Stylish Nerd JWR. Definitely check out JWR's channel over on YouTube. He's doing some great collector profiles. Has a great collection as well. So anyway, and then someday he's going to be selling me his David Finch pieces. So the newest J&D Acolyte, absolutely. JWR again, a classic collection escalation. How long before we see a life size? I had my life size Heath Ledger Joker bust in the middle, and I love it, but I was just trying to go in a different direction. I don't think Chris keeps a piece long enough to worry about silico. Well, but touche, Hey, there's a lot of pieces in this gallery that's been in here for a long time. And so I am a little bit hit or miss, and I think that's my ADHD right there. Excited to see the Pfeiffer piece. JD said it ships in July. It's already started to ship to a couple collectors, but yeah, it's coming. And I think it looks pretty darn good. JD Patterson is one of their best. I agree. I think it's one of their best ones. Sup, everyone. And it's kind of like a lot of the ones I like the most are ones that are kind of like half covered their face, which is kind of like a, I don't know. It's not really a cop out, I guess, but Bane, he's completely covered and he has his eyes. But like I think of like the one that really stands out to me is the Sean Connery Indiana Jones piece. Like that looks really good. Indiana Jones, it's not as good to me. But like again, like that Henry Cavill I saw tonight, that one looked really good from The Witcher. So it's just there's a lot of really good ones. I'll trade you my Finch for Bane. Which Bane? Are you talking about the Bane I'm getting in or the Bane I currently have? Congrats, Chris. Thank you very much. Yes, I can confirm Catwoman 92 will ship internationally in July. Sorry, I can't read. Yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, anyway, JND Hater here. Let's keep unboxing. Here we go. It's a nice touch. I think I'm going to just put it back in the box, though. All right, got the JND strap. If I remember right, I think there's 2 levels to this one. Get the vacuum cleaner out. We got styrofoam flying everywhere. This one was interesting too because the Catwoman that I bought from the guy, he had that one on display, and so we did a video chat. He showed me the statue. This one he never unboxed. He never opened. So this is a brand new statue, unopened. Let's see how it goes. Oh, there's Batman right there. So I think, yeah, the base must be in the bottom. So let me do this little. I'm going to take a little peek. Whoa. Major unfocus. Sorry about that. I'm going to take a little peek at Batman's face. He looks good. I forgot how good it looks. Dang, it looks good. Okay. All right, so we got stuff in the bottom tray. I'm going to kind of position this one over just a little bit. All right. So again, there's not a lot to this, so it's not going to take a ton of time. But let's get started. Okay, so we got, first of all, it's got the cloth like Prime 1 used to do, which is really nice. Again, this one is $669 out of 900. Gives you an idea of the size of the base. And it does have kind of just like a crushed asphalt look. See, it's got a magnet on the back. And there's a styrofoam piece right there. See if I can get that out. There we go. Now it's got the Dark Knight on the front. Hopefully you guys can kind of see that with the shine there. 100 people watching right now. Thank you, guys. Please hit that like button. All right, let's see what else we have in here. Oh, yeah, we got the bust display. So we got a little bust display here to display either the masked portrait or unmasked. Okay. Got the cape. I remember the cape being just kind of so-so on this one. Quite big. Yeah, look at that. That's crazy, right? That's a pretty big cape. You have to play around with that. All right, let's see if we can get the, this is the unmasked portrait. I'll show you guys that first. All right. So, a little bit of styrofoam on him. So here is his face. Hopefully it'll focus on him. So I do see Christian Bale there. It does look way better in person. The texturing on the skin and the paint on the skin is really good. Really good. I I do see a little bit of Sam Rockwell, a little bit, but I also see Christian Bale as well. What do you guys think of this? What do you guys think of the portrait? Again, this is on a webcam, but I do see. I think that that side profile looks a lot like him, especially. Let's look at this side profile here. Again, what do you think? So this thing fits. Let me see. I think this whole thing comes. Yeah, the silicone you could see. So that slides into here, and then the whole thing can slide into the display. So you can have him. Obviously, I'm going to need to do something with the hair. It's kind of sticking up, but you can have him on display there. Okay, so let me just see kind of how everybody's just feeling about just this in itself. Okay. I would like to see you get in 1/3 scale Batman Arkham statue back in your collection. That's the one I love. I had that one twice. Probably won't make it back in this time though. Cash to Gemini in the house. Room is looking really good. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, my friend. Which Queen Studios didn't bail on their 1/4 Dark Knight line? That Joker is perfect. I still love mine. He's down below for just kind of trying out stuff down below. I really like the simple bases on these. Your eye goes right to the statue. Yes, it does. It really does focus on the statue. So Tony Soprano says, yeah, looking really good. Don't love the unmasked portrait. I mean, I wouldn't display it with this. I would display it with the cowl. Yeah, exactly. Just watching says it's pretty close. Have this one in person. In person, it looks way better. I do agree. It's funny. Like, I don't know why it gets washed out on camera. So Tony Soprano says it's spot on. Good evening from Lakeland, Florida. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Kevin. It's great to have you a part of the show tonight. I only display it with the unmasked portrait. It looks great. Good night, my friend. Whoa, brother, that looks creepy damn good. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. This is real hair. It is, hand punched hair or, a wig or something. But you can see, it's real hair on there. Yeah, he looks perplexed. That's the thing is like, sometimes with these JND, we've said overall that the statues make them kind of look like older. And again, on camera, like I'm looking at it on camera and then I'm looking at it here and I see a lot more Christian Bale in person. Again, the silicone, the paint on it is really well done. The way that his cheeks have a little bit of red to them. His nose on the sides have a little bit of red. His ears on the top have red. It's creepy. Like his head is moving. Like it's so realistic. Yeah, so creepy. But it's like the paint. It's got like all like the little lines, like not lines, but little dots all over his face, like the little freckles. Even the hair. Actually, that's sculpted. Like the little sideburn is sculpted, but it looks like it's real hand punched right there. But everything else on him on the top is all hand punched. And it looks really good. It's got glass eyes. The glass eyes look really good. It's crazy. So my initial thoughts, Everyday Collector's asking. So I feel like it's way better in person. Is it still 100% perfect for me? No. But I also have to think, I think that this, of a younger Christian Bale, I don't know. I think it's close. And I do think it looks way better in person. So that's awesome. Mike Steinberg says they think it looks great. Stanley J. Joe says 10 out of 10 likeness. So again, it's funny to me too how people see things differently. Like the way I see a person might be different than the way you see a person, and so it is quite interesting. But I do think that they did a nice job on this one. Again, I do see a little Sam Rockwell. I don't know if you guys, does anybody else see that? I know I've heard other collectors say that too, but I definitely, especially on camera, I see Sam Rockwell a little bit, kind of like a hybrid between him and Christian. So I don't know, but it does look good. It does look good. We got now this guy changes his name every 5 seconds on YouTube, but this is Brad Ladner, amazing guy, amazing friend, and he always calls me corn chips. So I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. It's great to have you here, Brad. Hope your day's going great. Doing a little JND unboxing. So I'm going to set him right over there, and I am going to yeah, I can't unsee Sam. Yeah, I was gonna say I know I'm not the only one that feels that way, but I do see Sam Rockwell. I have a dual version in person that looks perfect. That's the one with the Bruce Wayne in the suit, and I think that looks cool. Is there a movie piece that you think has perfect likeness? I don't know. Some of these Blitzway pieces I think are really good. To be fair, Christian Bale does make that experience. That's true. That is true. Not perfect, but still really good. Yeah, and again, way better in person. So I think I'm still going to leave it out on the shelf next to Batman because I think it's good. Looks good, Chris. Congrats. Just got notification. Just paid off Batman versus Killer Croc. Hopefully, I'll be here next week. One of my all-time favorites in the collection. I love looking at it every day. You're going to absolutely love it, Ledge. Man, you're really seriously going to love it. Awesome. All right, let's keep going. I think that's everything in this box. We'll put this back in. There we go. All right, let's get Batman out. He's big. Big Batman portrait off here. It's got a little bit of protective stuff in it. Nice magnet. Give you an idea. Hopefully that's coming in fairly clear for you guys. Suit, very accurate. Portrait looks great. I'll get you a bigger or closer photo of that. A couple of fists. Nice magnet there. He looks good. It's real good. Gotta remember how to put this in. It's got some clips. See if I can make sure I get these in right. Very easy to put in. And he's got some shoulder guards. You guys think? Let me show you the portrait. What do you guys think? I think it looks really good. Eyes look fantastic. Again, his eyes are glass, and the this down here, the chin is silicone, which looks really good. Yeah, he looks amazing. I do think the cape could be better. I will be, honest about the cape. I think I like the Queen Studios one a little bit better just because it's more of a flexible material. Just my initial impression. Let's see. Let me catch up on some comments here. Not perfect. I think I did that one already. Got that one already. Are this and the Queen Studio similar in size? So whenever I had this one in the Batcave to preview, I had them side by side. So you guys can actually go back and watch that comparison video. I think it was almost 2 years ago, I think. And they're close. Queen Studios is a little bit smaller, just slightly. Like his head's a little bit smaller. But JND is slightly bigger, I would say. Just slightly. Any word on when that animated statue is coming out? I think. Oh, congratulations on the Nightfall. That piece looks great, by the way. Brad, I think that I heard like August. I think that's when it's going to at least come out for pre-order. Not out yet, but I think August. I'll keep you notified. Suit looks awesome. Yeah, it's just very accurate. It's more accurate than the Queen in terms of like the belt color is more accurate. The suit has the differentiation, which is great. The JND pose is a little bit more stiff. I do like the Queen Studio still. I like that pose. Just because he's a little bit more of like a hulking fighting stance, but I think that they're both phenomenal. That's better. Mass portrait is the winner. Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, I would leave it the mass portrait all the time. That's too bad. I have the Queen Studios version and I want to get JND Bane to go with it. I think you'll be fine. I wouldn't worry about that at all. If I didn't get this one, I wouldn't hesitate to keep the Queen. I think they're going to match up just fine. The Queen version is smaller than the Blitzway, the Batman. I have those two myself currently. Yes. The problem with the Prime 1, the Blitzway, is they tend to be a little bit oversized. Just like the ones Prime 1 did for the Dark Knight, Catwoman and Bane, they're like all oversized a little bit. So I think you can mix and match okay. I wouldn't worry about the Queen. Thanks, Shane. Unfortunately, the Queen Studio version is slightly underscaled. I would just say just slightly. I don't really see much of a difference. It's a keeper. I think it is. It looks great. Yeah, it's really great to have it back in the cave. I did consider this one, whenever I had it in the Batcave the first time from Spec Fiction. And, obviously I sent it back to Todd. But I was considering, like, should I get it? Like, should I buy it? And at the time, I just didn't want to spend the money. But because I was probably funding other projects like art, as you guys know. But it is a really good piece. Rachel, thank you very much. Chris, I took a fabric steamer to remove all the wrinkles from the cape. Okay, I don't have a fabric steamer, but maybe I could get one, or maybe somebody could help me out with that. It is a little stiff. Looks hyper real. Wins the JND Dark Knight Catwoman unboxing. Looking forward to it. Again, it is coming on Monday. Is when it's coming in. So chances are it'll be Monday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. If not Monday, it'll be Tuesday. We'll just kind of have to see how the week goes. But it's supposed to arrive. It's showing on tracking that it'll be here on Monday. So I'm actually even more excited to see her than Batman because I've never seen this one in person at all. So yeah, it's going to be great. So anyway, that's when she's arriving, or at least supposed to be arriving. So we'll see. We shall see. This will look amazing next to Catwoman and Bane. I think so too, and that's why I went all in, is because I think the three of them will look great together. And then of course I do have the Queen Studios Joker and the Blitzway Joker, which I'll be keeping. I really wish they would use leather at these prices. He didn't have a leather cape in the movie. If that's what you're referring to, it was kind of like the satiny material. So I don't feel like the cape is accurate here, but it's probably more practical. I watched Batman 2022 in a theater, and I can only clearly say that the car chase scene and that last few parts, every other scene saw a black screen. I'm not exactly sure what you're saying, but man, I love that movie. That car chasing when that engine roared. Oof. I saw it in IMAX too. It was phenomenal. Excellent. Ledge, his cape in the movie was, yeah, like I said satin. Did I say satin? I don't know. It was like, yeah, velvety. It was just kind of a weird material. Thanks to Comic Concepts for my Batman versus Croc. Shout out to you. Absolutely. Again, anybody that uses Comic Concepts, make sure you enter code BSC. That'll get you $10 off any purchase. On the money, leather wouldn't work on this. Yeah, I agree. Leather will not work just because it's not the right material. There you go. Have you seen JND Sideshow Harley, and will you be adding her? Sorry, Suicide Squad Harley. Will you be adding her too? I'm not planning on it. If I was going to get one of those, I would get that. I don't know. I thought it was like stripper pole Harley, the one where she's dancing. I saw a video recently of that, and man, she looks really good in that. Really good. And so that would be one that maybe I would consider. I do love her outfit in Suicide Squad, but I don't like her face sculpt. I feel like her teeth are too big or something's a little bit off. So it's not my favorite. If they ever redid it, maybe, but we'll see. And these are more of my movies. Like the Suicide Squad movies were good, but like these, The Dark Knight, Batman Begins, Batman Returns, the Batman, those are all like the movies I really love. Begin suit. Yeah, I would definitely be interested in a Begin suit. It's weird because it's just not done very much. Sideshow did a great statue. I think it really reflected the piece really nicely in quarter scale, but I would be interested in a Begin suit. I would also really be interested in, well, obviously that penguin that you guys told me about, which I had no idea. So thank you for that. The bank robber Joker. And the rumor is, and again, I don't know if it's true or not, but the rumor is that they might do a double piece with the purple suit. That would maybe be really difficult for me to turn down. Yes, I already have two other Jokers, but Heath Ledger Joker is my favorite character. And so it would be really, really tough to turn down. Just will depend on if I have the money at the time. Congrats on your JND trio. Can't wait to see the Anne Catwoman unboxing. Are you worried about the silicone over time? No, again, I talked about that earlier. I don't remember who asked that. Maybe it was you. I don't know. But this room is really temperature controlled at this point. So, it would be away from sunlight. I'm not worried about the silicone. And, let's just say, okay, so my birthday's this weekend. Okay. I'm turning 49 on Sunday. All right. So let's say the medical grade silicone lasts 50 years. I'm not going to be alive in 50 years. Okay. Well, at least probably not. And so I could care less. Now it's going to be my kids' problem as they have to sell all this crap, So it's just one of those things where I don't worry about it. I just don't worry. I think the silicone's going to last way longer than I'm going to be around. Marlon Oid. Hopefully I said that right. Will you bend the bat rules and get JND Linda Carter Wonder Woman when they produce it? No, that's not one I would be interested in. I have had Superman in here, and it just, I just tried to make it work. Didn't last very long. So I try not to cross the streams too much. I do appreciate Linda Carter. I think she's phenomenal, but it's just not my cup of tea. Thank you very much for the birthday wishes. Thank you. And you guys can all send your statues or sideshow gift cards to thebatmanstatuecollector@gmail.com. Stunning. Not sure about the glossiness compared to the Queen. The Queen is definitely more of a flat color. This one, again, though, I feel like more accurately represents what was actually shown in the movie. Yeah, it's just more accurate. I think through and through, it's just more accurate. Is it, $1,500 more accurate? Again, that's going to be subjective. I do think it's very good. Price point, we can argue for days. But obviously the silicone does up the value. Now, if this thing was sold without the unmasked portrait, could they have charged less? Sure. I think they probably could have. But obviously adding something like this is going to up that price. It just is. Thank you very much, Mike. Appreciate it. So what do you guys think? You guys like it overall? Think it was a good add to the collection? And does anybody want to buy my Queen Studios? I'm waiting. Anybody want to buy it? I'm just giving you guys a hard time. But yeah, it would be nice to move that to a new collection. And hopefully, somebody will want it. But it's still a great piece. Chris, when is Iron Man coming in? No Iron Mans right now. Again, that's something I've kicked around for a really long time. Pardon me, hold on. And, I still would love to have an Iron Man at some point. Will I? I don't know. Never say never. Just like JWR told me this last week, never say never. Maybe I'll eventually sell you my Finch pieces. But yeah, never say never, right? I'm gonna live through you, Jimmy, and your amazing movie wall that you have, building up right now. It's looking fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So yeah, I'm really impressed, guys. I'm definitely gonna do a review, and maybe my thoughts have changed a little bit since my last time I looked at this. I'm definitely going to take your advice and try to get it, the cape clean, steamed a little bit. It's definitely a little bit hard looking right now. The Queen Studio version is very good. It took care of my Bale fix. It's the cheaper option. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I mean, if this is a $2,000 plus statue, and again, I'm selling this for $800. This is still a really great statue that has a lot of presence. And I mean, honestly, I like the Queen Studio pose better than this one. But I feel like the likeness is better on this one, but it should be for the price. So again, it's just, you have to weigh these things out. I think it's long overdue in the collection. Thank you very much. Again, having talked about JND for so long, and for me to have now 3 pieces coming, Catwoman and Bane, it's, my focus in this collection for a long time has been comic book pieces. And that's still my focus. That is still where my passion is. But there is no denying whenever you see something that like that Bane, and you're like, wow, this looks really good. And I feel like I have to have it in the collection. Is it going to screw up my, my vision of what I wanted the collection to start turning into? I wasn't focusing on the movie stuff anymore. And so, it's amazing how one piece can kind of skew things and get you to think in a different light. But I really think that the Bane is going to be phenomenal. And the thought of having, and again, it was just that image of the 3 of them, Bane and Catwoman and Batman together. It's what sold it to me. I got a phone call from Matt Martin today. I want to give a shout out to Matt Martin, and he's going to be hanging out with Dan this weekend. So I'm super jealous I want to be hanging out with those guys this weekend. But Matt called me and he's like, you got to let me know what you think about that Batman, because he ordered Bane day one. And Matt, you probably need to bite the bullet. You probably do. Will you be getting the Michelle Pfeiffer? I will not be getting the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman. If the right price happens and somebody sells just the individual Selena Kyle, I would maybe be interested. We'll see. Fabian says it's better overall. Steven says, happy birthday. Besides the bank robber Joker, would you be more interested to see Scarecrow, Roz, or Two-Face? Man, I've wanted those forever. Gosh, who would I want more? Probably Scarecrow or Roz, but Two-Face would be cool too. That would be, man, that back wall would look amazing, right? I think I would probably rather see Roz. That's the one character, we haven't seen at all. And so the thought of him being made with Liam Neeson, that would be incredible. I think it'd be cool to have a Commissioner Gordon, Gary Oldman. How great would that be? I hope they keep doing these, because I think there could be some interest there. If I can get Michelle Pfeiffer at a decent price, I'll pick her up one day. There you go. And again, I'm really happy with my Blitzway one. I think she stands out, but again, if you can get either one, I think you're going to be fine. Are you going to change your channel to the Batman JND collector? No, I'm going to still stay the Batman statue collector for now, at least. The only place to display them is front and center in your collection, not in bottom shelves. They deserve respect. So yeah, I'm not going to put them on the bottom. They're either going to be on this back row here. They won't fit up top. This is a little bit smaller than the second shelf. This is a little bit bigger. And so most of them won't fit up here, and I'm not going to move the Bat bike. So they'll either be down here, which I think looked really good. If you guys watched my video today, I think that, they look really great back there. Some people haven't liked the idea of the podiums in the middle. Again, I would dress up the fronts. You see how I did this one? I wouldn't leave them like this. They would be all dressed up kind of like this in the fronts. Even with like the gray, like this gray right here would be in the middle, gray and then black. But a lot of you haven't liked the podium look. You feel like it cheapens the collection, or it's too busy. So, I'm thinking about just getting 2 black chairs, like comfortable black chairs in the middle, maybe putting the throne in the middle and having the movie pieces in the back. What do you guys think? Again, there's 100 of you watching. Would you guys weigh in? Even if you never type or never comment, what do you guys think? Statues in the middle, all the movie statues in the middle, or movie statues on the back row and nothing hardly in the middle? Weigh in before I wrap it up tonight. Weigh in. I would love to hear your thoughts. Why would he change his name? Was it the Prime 1 Batman collector before? No, people just like to give me a hard time, right? Some will miss calling you the JND hater. Hey, I'm right there. JND hater. JND hater. You can still call me that if you want, but it's going to be harder to call me a JND hater when I own 3, I suppose. Would you sell off your Bat bike? So as Dan has said, if you watch Dan's room tour from Wayne Manor Rocket City, the Bat bike has a special connection to us. Dan flew from the East Coast to the middle of Kansas in my small ass airport, and we surprised everybody and did where he was at his home. He was going to help me unbox it because XM had sent me a prototype. And the memories of going to dinner with him and Ledger, and then him coming over and surprising everyone, and us spending like 3 hours trying to put the damn thing together, that has a very special memory to me. And then I got to go and flew to his house when he was back up in Massachusetts, the Boston area, and he no longer lives there. But the memory of being able to go to his Bat cave and me nearly running into the cape and nearly breaking it. So it's one of those things where I just have a memory, And as Dan said, that would be one of the last pieces I would sell. It'd be very difficult for me to sell, just because of the memories associated with it. Offer a price. There you go. Now, if you say I'm going to give you $1 million for it, it's yours. Sold. Sorry, Dan. JND in the middle with the 3 Dark Knight. Okay. Statues in the middle will mechanically turn tables would be cool. Museum style statues in the middle. So again, that's what I have now. I've got the museum style in the middle. I get the desire to have podiums, but I think it clutters the space and blocks too much of the visual. I think you're not wrong. Steven says, I'd say back row. Thank you very much. Again, I appreciate the input, guys. Beautiful piece. Congrats and happy birthday. Thank you very much. 49 this weekend. Teetering on the big 50. It's pretty crazy. The Bat Bike is an amazing piece. It's massive. It really is. And it looks small back there. It just goes to show you how far back my room goes. But it's just a phenomenal piece. No, LOL, got one myself. It was a pain to put on. Oh, yeah, sure it was, man. That screw, it made us really nervous. Mike, you turned 70 yesterday. Man, we are birthday brothers. That's fantastic. Man, 70. I realized you were 70. That's awesome, Mike. I really appreciate it. And again, you have been one of the most loyal supporters of this channel, and I can't thank you enough. And happy birthday to you, my friend, as well. Oh, that looks great there, J&D Batman. Yes, it does. It's a really great piece. So that's a great question about the animated series Batman. I don't know if I'm going to get it. We've had a lot of conversations that I don't know if it's going to fit in with the collection. You know, it's super well done. It's cartoony because it's animated, right? And the other stuff I have is more comic book accurate. Is there a chance that it could be like a standalone piece somehow in my collection? Yes. But as of right now, I'm not planning on getting it. But if you've been around as long as Mike has, you know that I change my mind every 5 seconds. Squirrel, my ADHD goes crazy. But never say never, right? How are you, Chris? Just joined the live. Doing okay. Like I said, I've told everybody else I've had some back issues lately, but other than that, I'm doing okay. And thank you for the birthday love. Thank you very much. I was really that Queen Studios Heath Ledger Joker life size. I was really excited to see kind of how that was going to turn out. I don't love the way it turned out, especially for that price point. But that was one I was kind of weighing. Would be pretty cool to have a life size Heath Ledger. Left wall, top shelf, brighter lighting to hit the quality detail. Left wall. Are you talking left wall? Over here, top shelf, brighter lighting to hit the quality detail. That is true, but I love my third scale comic book pieces. So, Chris, what do you think about the dark? I have no idea. Nihilus. I don't know if I said that right. And the interesting release strategy I had mentioned for that. I think the price point is interesting. I think it looks phenomenal. I don't know the character, and so I haven't spent a lot of time, looking at it, but. I don't know about the release strategy. Are you talking about the fact that they're doing both scales at the same time? Didn't make the cut. Why do you know the price of J&D with their amazing work and a drawing goes for hundreds of thousands of dollars, and that's okay? Why do you know the price of J&D with their amazing work and a drawing? I'm not sure what you mean. But are you talking about the jock? The jock piece, the Joker face with the bats flying off of his head went for $288,000 today. And I think I'm assuming Jock probably sold it for around 10 grand probably at the time. I could be wrong. I'm just guessing, but yeah, $288,000 is what it sold for today. Thank you very much. Yeah, I can't wait. And again, if you just joined us, I'm going to be unboxing that most likely Monday or Tuesday as she comes into the Batcave as well. So very lucky this week. Spent a lot of money this week for sure. Chris, do you think you'll order the J&D fight for Catwoman? No, but like I said, the unmasked one I might be interested in. I just got notice for final payment for tariff for my Harley Who Laughs from CC, I will say it still kind of hurts. Comic Concepts, I will still say it hurts me a little that you're selling her already. Yeah, and again, I'm doing a little bit. I just did another sale video. It's up for members right now. So if you want to get early access to see that, definitely consider hitting the join button down below. And again, I want to thank all of the members that continue to support this channel. You guys are amazing. You help this channel more than you will know. And so again, thank you very much. But I'm doing a little bit of panic selling right now. I've got some expensive pieces coming in this summer. I just spent a lot of money on JND. I've got a Lee Bermejo piece that's going to be very pricey, probably more Finch as well. So I got to sell some things to cover the cost. Unfortunately, I am not a millionaire, unfortunately. If you don't get the animated, I'll do a video for you. Oh, that would be awesome. Again, I love it, but I just don't know if it's going to fit. I just feel like it would be kind of this oddball statue. And maybe I'll be wrong. I don't know. But I'll definitely take you up on that, Brad, for sure. 100%. I knew you were going to get it, my friend. How much do you think the LBS Batman in the animated series piece will cost? Probably $1,500-$1,600 would be my guess. You better review this Batman again, do it justice. Yeah, and I'm definitely going to review it. I'm going to review it, probably film it either tonight or tomorrow. And so I want to see what I feel like is different from the time I had it in the Batcave the first time when it wasn't mine to now that it is. I'm just curious as to see, even what I think. Joker Harley LBS. I have not bought that one. I like it, but I don't love it. And pardon my French. I try not to cuss very often on the channel, but Matt Martin, having a conversation at MegaCon with Matt and Dan and Eric, we were all hanging out together, and Matt said it best, and I think it was his wife, where I think I'm to the point of my collecting journey where if it's not an oh shit piece, and it's got to have that wow factor. And again, I really like that Joker Harley, but I don't know if it's an oh shit piece for me. I am getting the Batman. Part of what you pay for with J&D is you pay for smaller box size. Hallelujah. It's still really heavy, but yeah, smaller box size is great. Any news about the JND Studios Facebook page hack? I got a message from Eric this morning. He's like, yeah, you joined the group and then they get hacked. I thought that was pretty funny as the JND hater, but that group is actually really great. There's so many great photos and great videos posted. So I haven't heard anything. I just saw that JND posted that the problem is I don't know if it's the same people going around, but like there was a fake Prime One Studio page this week. And so I actually messaged their creative director because somebody hit me up and they're like, I have you seen the Prime One sale today? And I'm like, no, I haven't seen it. And so he sent me a link and they're like, I think I'm going to get the Tactical Throne. And so I'm looking at it and they're selling like Tactical Throne for like, I think it was like $500 or something. I'm like, whoa. This does not seem legit, but it looked really good. Like their website looked really good, but like everything was like half price or more. And like Prime One's not going to do that for new pieces. And so I messaged their creative director and I said, take a look at this. I think somebody's like, scamming you guys. And so, I know there was a number of Facebook people that messaged me. They reported it on Facebook. And so that was the first day. And then the second day, I saw another one that was Sideshow. And Sideshow was another website by the same type of person posting that there was a Sideshow sale. And it was a scam. It was a fake. So I don't know if that is what happened, if somebody's trying to do that to J&D as well. But man, that's why I'm so thankful for the community, because when people spot stuff like this and know it is a scam, it is great when people report it, because the average everyday collector is going to be like, well, that's a really good deal. And they're going to send their money and they're never going to get their money back. And so I am horrified that people are doing this, but I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, there's scammers out there all the time, but I haven't heard anything about the JND Facebook, and the JND, they did put out a statement, and I think that they said, again, that was this morning, I think, that they had found who it was or something, and they had blocked those people and got control back of their page or whatever. So I was really glad to hear that. But I just think it's something going on right now with somebody is trying to scam all these companies. Oh, yeah, I've got a bad back. I've got degenerative disc in my back. And so, it's just one of those things where I try to stay up on top of it. I was in Europe for 2 weeks and I did great. But I think just being on that plane for so much and the stress of it, we were on that plane nearly 13 hours. And so, I just think it screwed up my back. Would you ever get a life-size bust of Mr. Freeze? No. I mean, maybe if it's a good comic book one, but I wouldn't get Arnold. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see about the animated. Didn't eat enough birthday cake today, Chris. Looking thinner today. Cheers, man. I have a great birthday. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've been definitely on the weight loss journey again. Kind of started putting some stuff back on, but I'm at the lowest weight right now that I've been since I was 16, and so feeling good. Now I need to start lifting. Now that I got down to a weight I really wanted to be, healthier weight, and yeah, birthday cake. Hopefully this weekend. We'll see. Not much of a character, more of a cool design. This is talking about the Star Wars mythos. I mean, they did the exclusive with switch outs, sculpted lightning hands for the 5th scale, and 1/4 with no switch outs. I don't understand that. You would think it'd be the other way around. So I don't understand why they would do that. I don't know. Somebody mentioned it, but I don't know if that's the case. Yeah, sell sometimes. You just have to. Are you talking about the Harley who laughs? I believe I was asking 1,600 plus shipping. Maybe 1,550, maybe? Yeah, 1,550 plus shipping. How about one garage shelf dedicated to odd pieces like Iron Man, Batman, animated, etc., and keep that space? I just need to keep talking my family into letting me expand out in the living room out there. That won't go over well. Is there a particular style of Batman you hope to see in Gunn's DCU from a visual standpoint and character? Dark, brooding. I don't want to see campy. I don't want to see cartoony. I want to see a pissed off, grumpy Batman. I want to see the detective. I want to see like Robert Pattinson Batman. I love that. Maybe a more comic accurate suit would be great because I want to see them be able to do the more like Killer Crocs and Clay Faces, which they are doing. But I would like to see a more comic book looking suit, maybe more along the lines of Batman versus Superman. But I don't know if I need tights, but I would like to see just a dark Batman. It seems like you're not super excited about the JND Batman and JND in general. Even still, you seem sad, or is it just content for YouTube? Again, my passion. First of all, I don't like to spend money, so the amount of money that I spent on these 3 pieces are a lot, especially when my focus isn't movies. I have seen this one before, so maybe it's reflecting that way. Again, I don't feel great. My back hurts really bad today. So maybe that's coming across on YouTube. I don't know. I'm very excited about them. But my passion still, my comic book passion is up here. My movie stuff's down here. So, I'm always going to probably be more excited about the Batman stuff that are comic book related. But no, if it's believe me, I'm not going to spend this kind of money just on YouTube. This video today is going to make me probably like, $5-6 in ad revenue. So, it's definitely not going to outweigh the $7,000. You know what I mean? Do you have a separate cave for the boxes off the statues? Yeah, I've done some videos. I have a storage unit basically where I put all my boxes. Statue looks great. Whole room looks great. You should keep those movie statues just the way they are now. That looks excellent. It's just funny because like half of the people are like, I love the podiums. That looks great. Keep them. Half the people are like, I hate the podiums. They look junky. They block the views of everything. So it's really difficult for me because I like to be able to bring the statues forward a little bit, especially like on camera. I think it looks, decent where everything else is kind of blurry in the background. But, I just have to decide for myself. I'm deciding on the Queen's Batman or this Batman, so I'm looking forward on a comparison video. I actually have one up on the channel, Hazard Blue, and I am selling the Queen Studios for $800 plus shipping. So if you are interested at all in the Queen Studios, again, this one goes for 2,000 plus, but this one's 800. I'm selling. So if you're interested, hit me up at thebatmanstatuecollector@gmail.com. If you want a really good Batman, and again, I still love that Batman. I looked at him today. I'm like, man, am I making a mistake selling him? Looking forward to the Dark Side Catwoman Pfeiffer bust. I think it's going to be great if they ever make it. You should look into the life-size Heath Ledger Joker by artist Bobby. I've actually looked into that one. It's a great piece. It's really great. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate that. Never too old to collect Batman. That's right. Oh, I know you mentioned to me before, would you be able to send me the page that is for David Finch and commission stuff? Essentialsequential.com. Essentialsequential.com. I used to have the Batman, the Nightfall Batman, but I don't anymore. The 1/4 does get a light up save. Oh, that's good. That's good. Do you also have Yeah, that's why I bought this because I have the JND Bane on pre-order. So JND pre-order Bane, and then I have the Catwoman coming again on Monday, which I'm really excited. I'm more excited for her. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate that. Appreciate the support and the kind words. Would you be interested in these future JND statues? Talks for Ben Affleck, probably not, but never say never. Jack Sparrow, Davy Jones, 100% I would be in. Linda Carter, no. Penguin from Returns, yes. I know that they're doing that Davy Jones. Like, for me, Barbossa is my favorite character, but I love Davy Jones. So a Jack Sparrow and Davy Jones would definitely be for sure on my list. Someone who's had multiple back surgeries, 2 herniated discs that needed removal. I feel for you. A chiropractor has been very helpful for me before and after the surgery. So first of all, I'm sorry that you had to have surgery. That's something I'm trying to avoid at all costs. I've got 2 herniated discs. I've got degenerative discs in my back. And so, that's something I've been dealing with long before this channel started. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to lose weight, is just to get some of that pressure off my back. But I keep up with chiropractor. I do the decompression, which really helps me. But man, going to the chiropractor twice this week, usually going once helps me, but and I've had decompression twice this week and also adjustments twice, and I'm still hurting. So I don't know. Like, I just got to really, like, as soon as I stand up, I'm going to be really sore because I've been sitting too long. But man, I'm sorry about your back too. I know you guys are not here to listen to back problems. So James Gunn doesn't want a comedic Batman. The way I interpret his quote is, to him, Batman 89 was campy. I can see that in some ways, Max Schreck with the weird face when he gets burned up. So yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We're all friends here, right? I don't agree or disagree with James Gunn. I just want to try to convey the accurate interpretation of his quote, which I feel has been misinterpreted many times. I trust James Gunn. I hope that he does the right thing, but even more so, I'm more excited because today they turned in the script for Batman 2, and I am freaking excited. I'm so excited they turned in the script. I can't wait. I'm hoping it's Court of Owls, might be Mr. Freeze, but I would love to see a Court of Owls tie-in. Do you know whether the original Iron Studios Batmobile is the same as their newer Flash version? I can't find a review on YouTube of that new one. I would assume it's the same. I mean, it's the same car. I think the base on it's different. I think it's more intricate and better with the Flash version, but I think the Batmobile is the same, I think. Okay. So anyway, with that said, I need to go. I need to go eat some dinner, and I'm going to look over this guy a little bit better, and I'm going to review it for you guys and offer my new thoughts. Again, I can't thank you guys enough for being here. I want to thank Jimmy again, Jimmy G, Godlike, for the super chat earlier. Thanks to all the members that have been here tonight. And again, if you would like to become a member and support the channel in a financial way, you can hit the join button down below. That does help us out tremendously. So thank you guys for that. Thank you all for your continued support. And yeah, you can still call me a JND Hater if you want. But again, it's really cool to have one that I own now. And it's just really exciting. So again, Catwoman probably on Monday. So definitely tune in because, again, I've never seen that one in person. And I'm really excited to see how I feel. I've always felt like her lips were a little bit too plump. But I think with the mask on, I think I'm really going to like it. So I'm excited. Can't wait. Thanks again, everybody, for joining me. Again, I'm sorry if I haven't seemed real energetic tonight. Definitely still hurting today, but I'll try to do better over the weekend. So anyway, thanks for all the happy birthday love, and we'll see you next time right here in the Bat Cave. Thanks again. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye-bye.